It's a beautiful day in Miami, isn't it? Like, for real, for real. It should be a holiday. Like, literally, people shouldn't even go to work. Well, shouldn't have worked today. They shouldn't have went to kids shouldn't have went to school today because Joe Philbin got fired today. That has to be one of the most happiest days of my life. Like, I literally let me tell you how my day went. Tell you how my day went. I was up by like 7 o'clock in the morning. 7 o'clock this morning. Looked at my phone, see if I got any notification. Nope, no notification. Around like 8 or 9 o'clock, they was like, okay, speculation of Joe Philbin about to get fired. I was like, oh shit, it's about to happen. It's about to happen. But the whole time I was thinking, like, I was like, who's gonna be able to fill in for Joe Philbin as far as that interim head coaching job? And I totally forgot. Well, I knew who Dan Campbell was, but I didn't know him by name. And the reason why I ended up knowing him, that he's a vocal leader and he is an excellent choice for the interim head coach, was because if anybody watched the Hard Knocks, the Miami Dolphins Hard Knocks about 3-4 years ago, to be honest with you, Dan Campbell was the only inspiring coach on the Miami Dolphins coaching staff. To be honest with you, Joe Philbin, I remember exactly what Joe Philbin was saying when he had his press conference when he first got the head coaching job. It was not inspiring whatsoever. And once again, I want to say that I was a Todd Bowles supporter back when he was about to back when Joe Philbin got hired. But Joe Philbin ended up getting hired, and he didn't sound inspiring whatsoever. I was like, oh shit, another one of these. Like, every coach in the NFL has showed at least a little bit of what's the word I'm looking for? Passion. That's what it is. Passion. Every coach in the NFL has shown a little bit of passion. Like, Joe Philbin was just seems like so calm. Like, do you even fucking care about your job? Do you even fucking care about your job? You have all this fucking talent. You have all this talent on this team, and you cannot win us no games. And I was talking to somebody else that left a comment in one of my videos a couple days ago. And I was thinking, like, damn, the last 2 years, does this motherfucker even coach the last 5 games of the season? I swear he doesn't, because we end up like all the last 4 games of the season that in the last two years we should have won. No bullshit. We should have fucking won them games, and we should have went into the playoffs. But hey, like I said, I feel like he didn't coach. He does not coach the back half of the season. But yeah, touching back onto that whole Hard Knocks thing, like, I knew who Dan Campbell was, but I didn't know him by name. I didn't know him by name. I always knew that he was the tight ends coach, and he was a lot more vocal. He was a lot more vocal on the sideline. Like, I swear to you not. He sounded like he was a lot louder than Joe Philbin was. Joe Philbin is the head coach. He's the head coach. But yeah, I feel like Dan, as far as the press conference that Dan Campbell had earlier today, sounded extremely inspirational. I think he could turn this organization around. And also, even if by the end of the season, I know this is a little bit early to be talking about this, but even when we get to the end of the season, I don't want nobody else. Well, it depends. It really depends on how Dan Campbell does. But, like, if he does what Todd Bowles was able to do when he filled in for Tony Sperano when he got fired, then I can dig Dan Campbell staying as our head coach, because we don't want to make that mistake again. We really do not want to make that mistake again. Dan Campbell has been with the organization for the past 6 years. He knows what he's not supposed to do and what he should do. That's just how it is. And, like, it's best to have somebody come in from in-house than have somebody come from outside the house and try to figure out what they're gonna do. I'm pretty sure Dan Campbell already knows what he wants to do with this team. I'm sure he does. He even touched on it in the press conference that he wanted to push the players. That's what he wants to do. He wants to push the players. Joe Philbin, I know for a fact he wasn't pushing nobody, because I never heard Joe Philbin raise his voice. Never. I never heard him raise his voice. Never, ever. And I know, and that's what I really think that's what Tannehill needs. Tannehill needs that. I really think Tannehill needs that. Like, I'm tired of hearing Joe Philbin patting him on the back. He's like, it's okay, you'll be all right. No, fuck that. This is football. You need to push your players hard to that breaking point to get them to their best potential. That's what they need. That's what you need to do. I'm not a fan of that old pussyfoot pussyfoot shit. No, you will do it and you will do it right. Period. But I'm trying extremely hard not to make this a news channel. But this is a great day. This is a great day as a Miami Dolphin fan. So you already know the deal. Let me know what you think about it. Your thoughts on this coaching change, Miami Dolphins fans. And like always, any other football fans out there, anything football related, I will discuss. So let me hear about that. But if you enjoy the content, please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. This is Great One Devore. I'm up out of here.